to all my guys and goddesses checking out this video. I am C, the spiritual goddess, here with another Starlight report. If you are in my Patreon, shout out to you. You are getting early access to this video. In today's video, we are doing a reading on Halle Bailey. Yes, Miss Little Mermaid herself. We are going to do an updated reading on her. We haven't done one on her in a while. We'll also be talking about her relationship with DDG. Some of you guys had questions about that. Before we get into this tarot reading, if you are new here, welcome. I am C, the spiritual goddess, psychic reader. If you do want to book your own reading, make sure you guys check out the link below. I do now have readings available, and I am now taking readings. Emergency readings are available, so you can get your reading back in 24 hours if you book right away. All right, so we are going to get into this reading. Let's go ahead. Tarot readings are for entertainment purposes. My interpretations of the cards is just that, my interpretations of the cards. Let's see. Before we get into this tarot reading, this is future C talking to you. Sometimes I get Chloe and Halle names mixed up, child. Sometimes I do that. So I may have said Chloe at times when I meant Halle. So please charge it to my head, not my heart. But I just want to give that disclaimer before y'all go into the comments. Be like, no, you mean Halle? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the reading. What is Halle's overall energy currently right now as we head to the release of The Little Mermaid? What is her overall energy? What is Halle's overall energy? Okay, she's very patient. She's very patient. I'm definitely getting someone who's very patient. She's just waiting. If I have to be real, I feel like Chloe knows that her life is not about to be the same after this. She knows she's about to, like, you know, blow up as a huge star. I feel like she knows just like the rest of the world knows. Let's see. So this is her. I'm getting very, I'm not saying, you know, she doesn't have nerves, but I feel like it's like the best way I can describe it. It's like Cinderella waiting to go to the ball. Ironically, you know, she's in a Disney movie. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Let's get into, let's get into the overall energy of this movie. How will this movie perform? Now, it's already projected to sell out, child. It's projected to do numbers. Let's see what is going to be the public's overall reception of this. What is going to be their overall reception? How will, I'm seeing this backlash from, you know, certain people who feel like, you know, she shouldn't play it. She shouldn't play this role. How will the public react to this movie? How would they react? This movie is going to do so good. I see people really going out and seeing this. Yeah. This is going to bring in so much money. I feel like this may even break the records that they project. I'm definitely getting that. Whatever they project, this is going to break those records. Yeah, I definitely feel like people are going to like this. I feel like for the most part, people are going to like this. This is going to bring in some big roles for her. I'm definitely seeing she's going to go to the next level with this. And I'm definitely feeling like the people are going to love it overall. I do see some, you know, of the people hating, you know, the people who, you know, want it to be the 1960s child. I do see them, like, you know, hating on our girl, which about a fictional character, which is so crazy to me. Anyway, but yeah, this is going to be very, very big. Let's get her overall energy. What will her career be after the Little Mermaid movie? What is going to be the overall energy of her career? Overall energy with her career after the movie. I see her getting into different roles. I do feel like the next role, don't be surprised if the next role or the next few roles we see, Halle in, excuse me. We see Halle in. Don't be surprised if she does something the opposite of a Disney role. So I do want to warn people, you know, you can't just keep her, and I say this about Chloe too, in a box, because I feel like if you keep her in a box, you're going to be disappointed about her next move. I do feel like she's going to take a more extreme, quote unquote, role. And when I say extreme, it's going to be totally different from what she's done before. I do see that. So I see her in more roles. This man is coming up. I think this is DDG, so I will talk about that later. I do see some people hating on Halle. If I have to be real. I see some people trying to hate, but I feel like she has protections around her, and the fans protect Halle. I feel like Halle, where I feel like some people aren't as forgiving with Chloe, I do feel like people are more protective of Halle. And I definitely do see that while there may be people who try to say things and see some outlandish things people are going to try to say, I do see someone of a particular, like, I don't know if they're going to be in the news or something, but they may be someone who has a following trying to say something negative for clout. I feel like they're going to get drugged online. I just keep seeing someone. And that's because I do feel like the people F with Halle. They F with Halle. I am definitely getting that. The people F with Halle as a whole. All right. So let's get into you guys' questions. Let's see. You guys left me some questions. I asked you guys to leave me some questions. Okay. Let's see. All right. Music and Halle. How will people perceive Halle's music? How will Halle's music career do? I wouldn't be surprised if around October we get some new music, or the fall months. It might be her and Chloe I'm getting. We'll see. Hold on, let's see what's coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if we hear music around like the end of the year, or hear like some type of music from her. I'm getting more so Chloe and Halle though, musically. That's what I'm picking up, Chloe and Halle. That's the energy I'm picking up. I do feel like there is something going on with the group, her sister. We're going to pull about that in a moment here. Let me see. How will music... I feel like she may be a little indecisive when it comes to music. I'm definitely getting... I wouldn't be surprised though if she does release something and I see it making a lot of money. I keep seeing like a song, like an upbeat type song, not like club, but more like what it's talking about. It may be in the lighter side. So I do see her releasing something. I do feel like if she was to do music, I see her making a lot of money. However, what Spirit is saying is, I feel like Spirit is talking more about Chloe and Halle, because I feel like that's where majority of the success is going to be for the music. Let me take a look. Let's ask Spirit, what is the future for Chloe and Halle? I might do an updated reading on them. Would you guys like me to do one? Chloe or Halle, will they... What is the update on their music? I wouldn't be surprised if by the top of the next year we get more music from Chloe and Halle. I do feel like they're going to try to establish themselves separately a little bit, but they're not going to forget to come back together, because I do feel like music wise they just work together. I do see them coming out with another project. I feel like this project is going to do very, very well, actually. Yeah, I'm seeing this project do very, very well. I do see that they will get into some new ventures. I'm not seeing Chloe and Halle like breaking up, their siblings, but I do see them doing like new ventures separately and being successful. If you guys don't know, in my Chloe video, I said I see her doing good in movies. I also see Halle too. I see them doing really good. I see Halle coming in an action type movie. Something keeps telling me she's going to do like an action type role. This is an A-list role I see her playing in. It's either action or she's going to be co-starring with someone. And I'm seeing a very, very big role for her. So, yeah. Let's go ahead. We're going to talk about her and her relationship, child. All right, so if you guys haven't already, I told you guys in my other Halle and DDG video, I gave them a warning. I said, like, the closer they get to the premiere of the movie, it was going to be some troubles, child. I told you guys that. And child, yes. So let's ask, what is the overall energy of Halle and DDG's relationship right now? Let's pull. And some of y'all got mad at me in one of the videos when I said they're young. You know, y'all felt like, oh, that's no excuse. They're young, guys. We've all been there before. That's all I was trying to say. Like, y'all be too hard on the girls sometimes, in my opinion. But child, that's another conversation. All right, let's go ahead. Halle and DDG's relationship. What's the overall energy? The thing about it, guys, and I know you guys always say, like, you guys don't know why they're together. You think they're so much different. You guys think, the brand and Halle is quiet. I don't feel like that. I feel like they relate to each other in a certain way. If I'm not mistaken, I think I'm right. Halle's an Aries. You know what I'm saying? So don't let her fool you. The thing about it, though, yeah, they got some real, deep passion between those two. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying things are perfect, but they have some deep passion. The problem, though, is I do feel like there's a problem with communication. They have serious problems with communication. She feels like he understands the real her, guys. That's what it is. I feel like you guys know an aspect of her. We have to remember, we only know aspects of these celebrities. We don't really know them. And I'm definitely getting, like, what you guys see is what is, they're under the Beyonce machine. So they are careful, but they want to portray, is what Spirit is saying. So you have to remember that. I do feel like they may go back and forth. I'm definitely getting a sense they may go back and forth. But they find themselves back with each other. It is giving me some toxic vibes. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm definitely getting that. But, yeah. I'm not getting... Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some toxic vibes. So let's talk about all this stuff with him and Ruby Rose. I don't think we talked about all of this stuff. Let's ask Spirit. I'm gonna tell you this. It's still something there. I don't care what he says. He do got some love for her. I definitely feel like that. There is some love. He might not be in love with her, but he's still very much attracted to her. I'm definitely getting that, and I feel like it's more to that. Honestly, I definitely feel like that. Now, with that being said, I do feel like he values his relationship with Halle. I do feel like it's night and day when it comes to that relationship and different things. So I feel like with Halle, it's more of a different level. You get what I'm saying? But I definitely feel like he's still attracted to his ex. I definitely feel like he's still attracted to his ex. But Spirit is just saying he values, and this may sound crazy, but he just values his relationship with Halle more. Like, that's the vibe. If put it this way, let me rephrase that. Like, how would I say this? It's like he, he might still want to fuck Ruby Rose, right? And I definitely feel like, because the energy I'm getting between both of them, like, they were compatible in that aspect of things. And I do feel like she, like, when it's giving me, like, the type of relationship, like, they'll argue then fuck afterwards. It's definitely giving me that type of energy. I feel like even though part of him does like that toxic vibes, I feel like, and I'm not saying him and Halle doesn't have toxic energy, but I feel like he does feel like this relationship with him and Halle is more important, if that makes sense. Okay? All right. How is Halle's relationship with her family? Let's ask Spirit. How is Halle's relationship with her family? How is Halle's relationship with her family? How is Halle's relationship with her family? I don't want to say it's discord, but I do feel like there's some type of discord. I don't know. I feel like there is a little bit of discord there. I'm not saying they don't love each other. They don't come together like the family in general, but I do feel like there is a little bit of discord in allowing people to be who they are. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. You know what? I didn't even ask how does Ruby Rose feel about DDG and Halle because, you know, I think it's evident, but I can go ahead and pull. Let's rewind back. Let's see how does Ruby Rose feel about Halle and DDG's relationship. She feel a lot of ways. And I'm gonna tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes and said something when Halle starts getting the praise for the movie roles and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes and says something. Don't be surprised, okay? She feels some type of way. She definitely does, child. Okay, so I might come on and do a second video, part 2, because I didn't want this video to be too long. I'm going to go ahead and ask what's next in store for Halle. What's next in store for Halle in 2023? What's next in store for her? What's next in store? And make sure you check out my other Chloe and Halle videos. I will leave a playlist here. She's going to have great success this year. I do see that. I feel like this is going to be a step to slow. I know this movie is going to be a big deal, but slowly and surely get her close to whatever goal she had. Because I feel like there's a goal that she may have had. I see her and DDG breaking up and getting back together. By the way, when it comes to her family, I do feel like she's going to get closer. I see her buying a new home, Halle. I don't know if you've been looking to buy a new home. I see her getting a new home or relocating. As far as her and DDG, they got the reconciliation card. So I see them breaking up, and then I see them getting back together. Let's see. What's going to be the overall outcome of this relationship? I do feel like, though, I feel like this pressure is going to be put on their relationship. I definitely feel like that. I wouldn't be surprised. I see they may break up and get back together, but then ultimately I'm not going to lie to you. I do see someone not being able to make a decision. I see someone being indecisive, and this can put a lot of pressure in their relationship, and can cause a strain. So that's what I see. That's the warning for them. Yeah, guys, I gotta say, so that's what I have for them for Halle right now. I don't want to make this reading too long. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'm so curious to hear from you all. Shout out to Patreon. They're hearing this early. Make sure you guys check out my Patreon. We will be doing a reading on Tiana Taylor. We also be talking about Raz B and Chris Stokes, along with Drake and Rihanna. That's a requested video. And we're going to get into the dark truth about Steve Harvey also in Patreon. So make sure you guys check that out. Until then, oh my gods and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video. Peace.